It's July 2025. The world is finally watching the moment fans have waited 2 long years for. BTS, back together. After months of silence, military enlistments, and emotional waiting, all 7 members, RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, stood shoulder to shoulder in their first OT7 live stream on Weverse. The reunion was real. The excitement was global, but as the live aired and the screenshots spread, one name consistently dominated trending tabs: TikTok edits, Google searches, and headline features: Jungkook. Why? He didn't speak the most. He didn't sing. He didn't announce a solo project. But his appearance alone, piercings reappearing, new tattoos exposed, subtle shifts in style, sent fans into a frenzy. The world had reunited with BTS, but it was Jungkook who had already won it back. Since releasing his solo album Golden in November 2023, Jungkook had gone relatively quiet. His military enlistment kept him from promotions, and unlike many idols, he didn't use SNS frequently or issue press statements. There were no new singles, no documentaries, no campaigns. Yet somehow in 2024 and into 2025, he was still everywhere. Google search rankings? Jungkook stayed in the top 5 most searched K-pop idols globally. Fan engagement? TikTok edits of his old content got billions of views. Music streams? 7 and standing next to you continued climbing in Spotify's long-term trending lists. Awards? He was named Soloist of the Year 2025 by global fan votes, despite not releasing a single new track this year. While most idols need to come back to trend, Jungkook has built a permanent presence in pop culture. It's not just fame, it's legend status in real time. Fans didn't expect much from the July OT7 Live, just heartfelt words and smiles. But within seconds of Jungkook's appearance, screenshots began flying. Is that his lip ring again? Wait, he brought back the eyebrow piercing? Are those new tattoos on his arm? In just minutes, hashtags like #Jungkook is back, #JK piercing, and #Jungkook tattoo trended across X, Instagram, and TikTok. Fans cried. Others screamed. Fashion pages made analysis threads. This wasn't just a comeback live stream. It was a cultural reset, and Jungkook didn't even say a word about it. One of Jungkook's greatest powers is his mystery. He's the golden magne, talented in vocals, dance, visuals, and emotion, but he rarely overexposes himself. In a world of daily vlogs, live streams, and oversharing, Jungkook chooses silence. Selectiveness. Subtle rebellion. This mystique drives fans to look deeper, to analyze every appearance, every gesture, every new piece of art on his skin. He doesn't beg for attention. He attracts it magnetically. And in an era where attention is currency, Jungkook has become the richest artist of all. Long after its November 2023 debut, Jungkook's solo album Golden continues to chart like a perennial classic rather than a 2-year-old release. Spotify Wrapp's mid-2025 report still lists 7, and standing next to you, among the platform's 50 most streamed K-pop tracks, a feat unmatched by any other enlistment-era idol. Industry analysts call it the golden gravity well. Once listeners fall into the album's smooth R&B orbit, they rarely escape. The record's replay value keeps Jungkook's name pulsing through algorithms, guaranteeing that even the group's splashy reunion can't quiet his solo echo. Behind the numbers lies a subtler truth. Golden was designed to age well. Its lyrics explore timeless themes: freedom, vulnerability, reckless love, while its production leans on warm bass lines and live instrumentation that resist sonic fads. Every new spike in streams pulls fresh fans into the BTS multiverse, but they enter through Jungkook's door first. BTS's brand thrives on the mantra, 7 or nothing, yet Jungkook's star is swollen to the point where it casts its own light. How does he remain fiercely OT7 while commanding a solo micro-universe? Timing, not competition. He drops solo content only during group lulls, never overlapping with the BTS rollout. Visual signals. In shared schedules, he dresses down. Oversized hoodies, low-key caps, letting RM's leadership or J-Hope's energy pull focus. Solo shoots flip the switch. Couture, wet look hair, maximal tattoos, narrative separation. Group interviews showcase Jungkook the Magne, playful and chaotic. Solo documentaries reveal Jungkook the auteur, methodical and perfectionist. Fans happily inhabit both narratives without feeling forced to choose. This choreography of self keeps OT7 unity intact while allowing his personal mythos to compound interest in the background. The July livestream proved again that Jungkook can bend the internet's aesthetic axis with a single eyebrow ring. In hours, Vogue Digital published a 600-word breaking brief on the return of the lip ring. Tattoo subreddits spun high-resolution stills into full-sleeve predictions. Google Trends logged a 1,200% spike for the phrase, vertical labored jewelry. Why does such a small style tweak unleash a content tsunami? Because every change feels narratively loaded. Piercings symbolize reclaimed freedom post-service. Fresh ink hints at personal milestones not yet disclosed. When Jungkook modifies his canvas, fans assume a new chapter is being written and rush to decode it. Stan culture researchers at Seoul National University coined the term J-loop to describe Jungkook's attention cycle, mystery, a period of silence or scarce updates, micro-reveal, a piercing, a Wever's comment, a pet photo, fan amplification, edits, theories, trend storms, mainstream pickup, press articles quoting the fandom, algorithmic boost, platforms recommend legacy content, renewed. Curiosity drives searches back to step one. Because each loop feeds the next, Jungkook remains in a constant state of perceived relevance. Even when he's doing absolutely nothing, brands adore the J-loop. Anything associated with him, an oversized white tee, a disposable camera, even the banana milk he sipped in an old V-Live, experiences a sales spike nicknamed the JK Jump. In early July, a boutique piercing studio in Seoul reported a 45% increase in vertical labor requests, citing Jungkook screenshots as customer references. Music journalists, likewise, know that a headline with his name guarantees clicks. That symbiosis keeps reporters quick to spotlight every subtle movement, which in turn fuels fan chatter, perpetuating the loop. With BTS flying to Los Angeles at the end of July to begin album pre-production, insiders say Jungkook has already booked solo night sessions at a separate studio across town, just in case inspiration hits. Theories on what that means range from a surprise Golden Deluxe drop to an English-language EP engineered for the 2026 Grammy window. But maybe the bigger twist is that he doesn't release anything at all. A well-timed silence, punctuated by, say, one new forearm tattoo glimpsed in an airport preview shot, could keep the J-loop spinning until BTS's 2026 comeback detonates worldwide. One thing is certain: group era or solo drought, Jungkook's cultural gravity is fixed. The rest of the pop universe will continue to orbit, willingly tethered to a star who proves, month after month, that dominance is not a schedule you follow, but a force you radiate. While most eyes are on RM for musical direction, producers leaking from Hollywood's Paramount and Henson Studios whisper a different story. The youngest member is the temperature gauge of every session. If Jungkook nods, the whole room exhales, says one Grammy-winning topliner who recently cut demos with BTS. He's not the loudest, but his instinct for hooks is razor sharp. We call it the JK litmus test. If it passes him, it's a hit. Engineers recount how he drifts between vocal booth and mixing desk at 2 a.m., tweaking reverbs, suggesting harmony lines, even offering drum groove references he saved from TikTok scrolls. It's a soft-spoken authority earned through Golden's global success. Everyone in the studio knows this 27-year-old's melodic gut feeling is worth millions. A July report from Seoul's Institute of Cultural Economics pegs Jungkook's annual media impact value at 1.4 trillion Korean wons, is almost equal to $1.03 billion, higher than any Asian solo entertainer not named Taylor or Beyoncé. How? Endurance content. Old clips constantly resurface, dragging legacy ads back into relevance. Cartier's 2023 Panther video still averages 150K views/day. Fan-driven virality. Zero marketing budget needed. Army TikTok is the agency. Cross-sector poll. He sells perfumes, gaming laptops, luxury denim, and banana milk with equal credibility. Investor calls now refer to him as brand-safe chaos, Unpredictable enough to stay interesting, yet scandal-proof thanks to a squeaky clean resumed, K-media paints him as the dutiful magnate turned trendsetter. Western outlets frame him as a Gen Z auteur. Southeast Asian tabloids dub him king of fan cams. Each narrative feeds the next. Brazilian armies compare his new tattoos to indigenous jaguar iconography, sparking local art collabs. French critics liken his brooding stage presence to young Johnny Depp, inspiring fashion spreads in numero uno. Indian dance crews remix his golden choreo with classical Bharatanatyam footwork, racking up millions of Reels views. Every cultural lens crafts its own Jungkook mythology, multiplying his global stickiness. Without him lifting a finger, industry futurists outline 3 plausible 2026-20 tweet trajectories. The Bruno Mars route, sporadic but seismic solo drops, each single an event, fueling world tour legs between BTS cycles. The Timberlake pivot, a multimedia pivot into acting, leveraging charisma into streaming platform originals. The Jackson model, a hybrid path where solo and group output blend, pioneering a new template for K-pop idol longevity.